I think my lighting's off. No matter the decade, match your face. I wasn't gonna come on camera with my coffee. It's my therapy. Oh, look at that shade. Oh, this is kind of different. You see, it's no longer like round. Differences. Look at the before and after. Why couldn't I say blush? Elevated. We are. Oh my gosh. Damn. Hello, hello, Familia. Skin is almost ready. Let's start with the MAC Hyper Real Serumizer. Well, hi, I'm Magdalene Janet. If you don't know who I am, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to be here. We're gonna do a full face of MAC makeup. I did this video 2 years ago. We're about to do it again because MAC is just that girl that it's a loved, trusted makeup brand that anyone who wears makeup has had a MAC product. It could be a lipstick, a gloss, a lip liner, or something, you know? It's gonna be like my moisturizer serum. So let's let this dry. While we let that dry, let me add some on my hands because I feel like my hands are a little ashy. And don't forget to subscribe. Yes, don't forget to subscribe and don't miss out on any videos because I'm here all the time. I upload YouTube shorts. I'm on live every Sunday. Well, yeah, basically every Sunday. So I'm here all the time. And here we are. Oh, and I have more. Oh my gosh. I am on MAC's PR. So I got the new lip glosses and the new blushes. So we're gonna be using all of this. I bought a couple of items because I didn't have everything. I bought a new palette because the old palette I used, it is not available anymore. The new Studio Fix powder. I also have old one, which we have here. And I also bought the eyebrow pencil because I actually used this one up. I loved it so much. Let's start with the brows too. And we let this serumizer dry down. And MAC has this eyebrow gel. I reviewed it maybe about a year ago. Look at this applicator. We're gonna just embed the product in here. This kind of reminds me of like the old school gels that I used to use. Nowadays, things are a lot more stickier, a lot more like glue-like than this. This kind of reminds me of like the old school gel. What I like to do, because these gels are very lightweight, they tend to be a little wetter. So you want to let it dry down and then brush. I'll give it a few minutes. I'm thinking, should I film this in short form, like the whole face of MAC makeup, or just concentrate on long form? Let me know your thoughts on short form content. Do you like it? I typically try to do like a short form and then a long form version, but it is a lot of work. As you guys know, I film, edit, do everything myself. I do all the photos, all the lighting, and lately I've been getting busier with just things. So now I have less time to film like everything. I think my lighting's off. Hold on, I need to bring this down. Just kidding. My lighting isn't off. I think it's my screen. On screen, I look super light, like light. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little more product here. Is the lighting okay? You guys tell me. I like the shade Spike. This is their nano brow pencil that I really like. It's super thin. The only thing about these thin brow pencils, just make sure you bring up a tiny bit, because if you bring up too much of the product, it will break. That happened to me with my first pencil. Now I learned my lesson, but it's very pigmented. It works well. I have the video up if you want to see like the full review of this brow product. Feel it? Oh no, my brows are wet. Hold on. Look at the skin. This, I already see it working so well. I used it a few times. I know this skin line, they have a moisturizer and something else is made for makeup wear. Now we're just gonna fill in. We're only going to follow the way our eyebrow is shaped. We're not gonna do any funny business. I typically always find that the best eyebrow shape is the one you're born with. Okay, granted, I do get my eyebrows done, but I don't even get them done that often. But when I do, I tell my girl to like keep them natural, as thick as possible, because I do have sparse brows. And this is just gonna be the best brow. Don't over pluck or try not to. Leave them as natural as you possibly can. That way your brows will always, no matter the decade, match your face. Oh, this pencil is so good. I'll also have everything linked for you so you can shop. Using my links, it does help my channel out tremendously, so I appreciate you if you do. Y'all are the real ones. Okay, eyebrows are done. I always like to come back with my brows because depending how much makeup I wear is depending how the brows are gonna look. Right now they're light. I may go with the light makeup. No, I won't because it's MAC. Let's start. Okay, I'm going to prime with the concealer. I think I have another one. To use NW20 of their Studio Radiance concealer. This concealer is fairly new. It's a serum concealer, so it's lightweight. I've used all of this makeup at least once. We're just gonna clean the eyebrows so that they look like we just got them freshly waxed, nice and polished. I love priming the lids with concealer because look, you see how discolored my lids are? A concealer would just give us a nice even base to start with eyeshadow. Let's let it dry so it thickens up and you'll see. In the meantime, let's look at the palette. I purchased the Connect in Colors eyeshadow palette. This is the Future Flame. Oh, look how pretty this is. The warm tone palette. Yup. I'm hoping they keep this one. I think they will. I have a cool tone palette and I think more of a purple palette. So I got this one. I thought it would be perfect. Loving how the eyebrows look. So natural. So not like MAC. You know, MAC is a full coverage queen. I've been having a lot of discoloration like here on the side. My two most loved eyeshadow brushes from MAC is the 217. Look, it's erased because I've had this way before I started my YouTube channel, and the 228, this I cannot find it online. I'll try to find it and link it for you, but it is available in stores. If you walk into a Macy's, a Bloomingdale's, a MAC store, they have it. These brushes, promise, and they'll last you forever. Ooh. Using the 217. Let's start off with shade right here. Wow, this concealer is really sitting so well on the lid. I'm just going to set this down. I'm just gonna do this one eye first. I'm raving about the brush and it's like shedding. This could be like an everyday shade. I like it. This should be the brush I'm gonna use for the detail work. Let me clean it up. This is the brush I should use for this. This is the 224 and it's gonna cover a lot more area. It's such a big brush. Going in with this one, let's get a little bit deeper here. They're close in tone. We're gonna create a very nice gradient. I'm just gonna keep it like you see where the crease is, like right here. I'm gonna get this bigger brush with the lighter shade. We're gonna blend out the edges because I think I went a little crazy. Now we're gonna use this trusty one. It's the 228. So many like pretty shades like this one, this one, this one. I'm kind of trying to stay there. Let's go in with this one. Do a little mixeroo with these two. Very close to the lash line. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just forgot. I was gonna come on camera with my coffee. I didn't. I'm gonna make it when I put the foundation on. A little something like that, right? Then we're gonna get rid of whatever's excess there and then just gonna blend this out so it doesn't look very eyeliner-esque. You're gonna just blend. Eyeshadow and makeup, you know, I always tell you this. It's a back and forth, a constant back and forth. Is it annoying? Not really, honestly. I feel like for me, my makeup, especially like quiet or like playing music, is my therapy. Makes me feel good. It makes me feel put together. It makes me feel accomplished. Even if I don't film, I'm like, dang, she's cute. You know, sometimes you forget you're that girl. But a little makeup always helps. You know what I always love about MAC eyeshadows is the pigmentation. The literal pigment. Oh my god, look, I did take out this to actually make it a lot darker, like right close to the lash line, kind of like if this were a liquid eyeliner. Smaller the brush, like the tighter a brush is, the more pigment you can get the color. The fluffier, the less pigment, the more buffed out and like the spread out look you'll get. MAC shimmers right here, they're just like, ooh. I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is a very fall palette. I want to mix this one right here, a little mixeroo, and a little mixeroo here. And I want to just add it like, no cut crease type, just like a little bit of, you know, add a little more of the white or this, whatever color this is. pearl. I kind of like this little mix. It lightened it up a little bit. I wanted something a little lighter. Back in, I want to kind of get this shade now. Just let's deepen this up just a little bit. A little simple eye, right? Because MAC is so known for full coverage, I want us to do a little, I mean, I'm gonna do a full coverage, but a little subtle. Eyes are done. I really like it. It's like nice and subtle. Let's prime with this bad boy right here. This is their Studio Radiance Moisturizing Illuminating Primer. It looks like this. I'm starting off with the glowy base because the MAC foundation, you know, they're full coverage. And I'm gonna use the Studio Fix powder and their loose powder. Of course, let's let this dry down a little bit, maybe like 2 minutes or so. In the meantime, let's talk about the foundation we're gonna use. MAC has really like come up with a lot of different products the last few years. I would say the last like 2 to 3 years, trying to keep up with the times, right? This is the original Studio Fix, the one that came like this, remember? I still have it for just like safekeeping. Then they updated with a pump and they did update the formula. Now they have the Studio Radiant foundation, which is a serum radiant foundation. Also have the Studio Fix Everywhere pen. I really like this. This is very similar to the original. I feel like it's like a full coverage pigmented. And then they have a dewy skin tint. I really like this. It's a thicker skin tint that just gives you that luminosity. Of course, we're gonna use everything today. Not everything. I wanna mix this. I'm in the shade NW35. I am between NW25 and 30. 35, which is this one's a little bit too deep. I got this one a while ago and I was shade matched by the MAC team. So I am NW25 here and this is NW30. Let's mix this right here. The Radiant, Studio Fix, and this bad boy. I can't find my MAC flat brush. It's somewhere here. I use it all the time. But did I use it already? Here it is. I knew it. I knew I had it. I knew I had it. The 190. This is also a very loved oldie but goodie. I changed my mind. I am filming for short form content. Let's shake your foundations up. You always want to shake them up. You know what? Let's add a little bit of this. A little bit of this. MAC does have a new one with a newer bottle, which I need because this spray thing is a hot mess. I love their setting spray, the white one with the pink writing. I use that one up. Damn, I should have bought it. This skin tint is very, I would say, potent. Why I like it and I think it works so well. So I'm in the shade medium 2 for this one. Ooh. You guys, yesterday I filmed a video with new makeup. You already saw it. It was a bad makeup day. I was struggling to get that makeup to cooperate. Today is a new day. I'm like, I'm gonna film today. We're gonna have a good makeup day. Ooh, this is a new one. And yes, so this is the concoction right here. I'm gonna mix here, get that product into our brush. You can also use your fingers, and then we're gonna just paint this on. Oh, look at that shade. Match this. Oh, I like to always start with like a thin layer. I really like this NYX foundation brush. I'm gonna add more product on the brush. Make sure we prime the brush well. Like you want to get that product in there. So it gives us like a nice flawless finish. When it comes to your foundation, stipple and also make sure you are just blending it for a good amount of time. Why? This is gonna help your foundation not only look good, it's gonna last well. It will lay onto your skin well the longer you blend it. Does it take time? Yes. But does it take time to be a baddie? Yes. This is what we're doing today. I like to go around. I don't like to put makeup on my ears. Like they always say, put on your ears, but I'm like, that's too much. I go down my neck and that's good enough. Girl, skin. There's no peeling going on. When your base is good, like when you're at this point in the makeup game and the makeup day, game and day, it's gonna be a good day. As long as we don't see peeling, this is gonna look right. Let me tell you the time. Since we will be doing a wear test, it is currently 10:11, and you know I'm gonna be here all day, so let's let this dry down. I always recommend for you to let your foundation dry down. As long as you have, it could be a minute, it could be 2. For me, it may be like 10 minutes because I'm actually gonna go make my coffee. So I will be back, but let's look at the skin. I love this radiance. Who would have thought MAC would give us this radiance? But yeah, this strobe, it mixes so well and it works well on its own. BRB, back in action. Let me tell you the time. I think it's been a little longer because, I don't know, you know, just time just goes by, you know. My skin feels good. I want to cover a little bit of my hyperpigmentation, although it's been lightening up. The chemical peel helped so much, as well as the hydroquinone I've been using, the sunscreen I've been using. Those have been the most helpful thing for my dark spots. And I'm really trying to stay out of the sun because that's the reason why I have these dang, well, really hereditary, but the sun makes it worse. So I have a little like dark spot here now though. I'm just gonna build where I find that, you know, things kind of disappear. Now let's blend. I like to kind of just blend around. Let's take a sip of el cafecito. We're gonna go in with bronzer. I love this shade. This is the most perfect shade, NC58. It's technically the concealer, but we're gonna use it as a cream bronzer because I don't think MAC has a cream bronzer. These are their newest ones. These are the serum concealers. And let's open her up. Was waiting for this video to open this bad boy up. So there's so many shades here. These look like very light shades. So we're gonna go in with apricot jelly. Look at this strobe cream. Is it purple? Let's look at this. Oh no. This is a good mix to mix in with your foundation. It just gives you this light look, this sheen. We can just put it here. This is the UV Light All Day Moisturizing Luminizing Hyaluronic Acid and Ceramide. It just gives you a nice little, oh yeah, this is nice. Do Good Vibes and the apricot jelly. Kind of tempted to do a little bit like that. Just kind of mix this in a little. Go right on in. Here, 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 here. Also, while we're here, let's go in with the concealer. We're gonna use the shade NW20 concealer. I'm just gonna concentrate right here for now so we can just let it dry like that. Let's use this brush right here to blend this out. Look how just seamless this blends out. I love it. And I just like to tap, not drag. Just tap it so you get that like natural warmth. And this is just gonna give us warmth. It's not gonna give us like anything else. We're not contouring or anything. It's gonna give us a little bit of color. You see, I just gave us like a little something. Let me add a little more, like right here. Okay, okay. Now the blush. I'm kind of excited. So these are their new strobe blushes. This is the apricot. Let's use Good Vibes. Ooh, this is like a berry shade. These are nice and pigmented. I like a cream liquid finish. I like that. So let's see. When I first saw these, I thought these were very lightweight, but they're not. They're a lot more pigmented than I anticipated. All right, let's see. So we're gonna use the apricot right here. I don't want to use too much because I don't know what we're working with. And Good Vibes here. Woo! Good Vibes. I mean, with apricot, let's just blend and see. Ooh, okay. It blends out like a flush of color. Not too much. Let's see. Oh, this is like a pretty magenta once you blend it out, like on my skin tone. Oh, this is nice. Let's add a little apricot. Ooh. These are reminding me like kind of like the Rare Beauty blushes, but they blend out very like luminescent, very your skin. So this is kind of different because it feels like it kind of goes on like it would be a super pigmented liquid blush. But then it goes on like a tint. Yeah. Okay, pretty natural considering I put a lot on too. I'm mad at that. I'm letting this concealer still dry. Did I leave it too long? Okay, let's blend. And this concealer, we're just gonna bring it here, kind of blend it in with that blush. In case your blush is too much, we can always do that. I love this concealer brush, the 242 from Real Techniques. I actually forgot to add a little bit of the concealer here. With my foundation brush, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. My lips are looking very foundation-esque. Get the foundation brush and just kind of blend. I see. Oh, this makeup is makeuping. These blushes kind of dry down a little bit, you see? Do they stain? Oh no. Moving right along what has been talked about in the interwebs lately. MAC re-released their Studio Fix powder. This powder has been around for decades and decades. It is a tried and true powder. It works well, it blurs, it's full coverage, it lasts all day long. It doesn't make you look cakey. It touches up very well. Amazing. Here we have the new one. I bought mine at Ulta. It looks a little different. This is flat. You see it's no longer like round. We have here this little plastic thing, but it's now a refillable compact that looks like this. These refills, if I'm not mistaken, you can buy them either in the MAC stores or the Nordstrom MAC. I will link the refill for you. It's gonna be cheaper to buy the refill versus like the entire compact. The shades also updated a little bit. I am now in the shade NC25 versus C5 that I was in the original. These are like the shades. You see how this one's a little warm? But this is an NC. It's not as warm. Let's swatch and see. This is the new NC25. And then this is C5. So C5, you can see it is very warm. And NC25, you see how it's just meshing into my hand? This powder, it looks a little light, but I do find when you set your skin, powder kind of oxidizes a little bit. Most foundation powders do that because the warmth of your skin. Once the powder has been on your skin, that time it just gives there's a little oxidation going on. I've always seen it happen with the MAC ones especially. The shades are a little different. If you're on my complexion, we are trying NC25. She swatched it in the store for me. Today we're gonna really check, make sure it's my shade, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I like to set my under eyes with this powder. Although it's a little more on the full coverage side, I've always liked this, but this is how I'm gonna do it. Let's get the new powder on the left side. We're gonna set this side. This is how it looks. What I want to do first, we're going to even that out. Let's see how this looks, okay? I'm going to hold this first. I'm gonna start setting here. Add a little more, even it out, forehead. And now let's set the under eyes. Make sure we get rid of with whatever remains. I'm just going to press it in, having my eyes open, keeping my eyes open. Look at the before and after. Oh yeah, you see a difference. You see how this one's smoother? Okay. The eyes, let me really like get in here, make sure they're semi-set. This is not a full set. This is just like the beginning set of my under eyes. Okay, this powder looks good. Let's add a little more. Now I just want to start here and then bring it around. The oldie but goodie. This one just feels so nice. This is the color. Here's like the differences in color. Again, I'm going to start here. Tapping one more time. Original. The original is giving me a bit more matte than the new. Original. New. The shades, I don't see too much of a difference. This looks a little weird. Get my bronzer back. Maybe a little more of the original. I mean the new one. Let's tap it. I think the original is just the original. Now I'm going to get the loose setting powder. This is the Pro Set Blur Weightless Powder. I found that this is more of like a finishing powder more than a matte setting powder. You know how much I love a matte setting powder. This one, I like that it's gonna give you like a little glow. It comes with a little powder puff. And this, I'm just gonna finish off the makeup. ever so slightly. This setting powder, a loose setting powder, is going to be a lot less pigmented. It's a translucent powder. It's going to give you more of a like lighter weight finish than a foundation powder will always give you more coverage. So I'm just going to add a little bit of bacon going on here. Just like in the inner corner, man. Get the T-zone well. And I'm skipping the bronzer and blush because we're gonna set that with the actual bronzer and the blush. So this is my favorite. Well, first of all, bronzer. I've been using this every day since it came out. It is, look how busted it is because I use it so much. It is the shade Deep Rosy. I don't know what they put in this bronzer. This is one of my everyday bronzers. I stopped using it because I've used it so much, but if I didn't review makeup, this would be my holy grail bronzer. I love like it has this nice red undertone. They have several shades. And now this Heat Index blush. I've been rocking with this blush for a very long time. Just a little bit. I'm trying to add a smidge. But then, you know, I get all excited with blush. How do we think the skin looks? I'm kind of loving it. I'm loving it a lot. Let me get some of the loose powder. Let me put some on this cap. Cut the cheekies. Okay, we're gonna leave it like this for now. Go back in with the eyeshadow. Kind of just finish it off a little bit. Blend anything that needs to be blended. This shade right here. Now that the eyeshadow has been on for like a good hour, skin warmth has happened. So when you go back, it's gonna look a lot more pigmented when you start adding product. And that's how you want the eyeshadow to look. That final finishing step, that more pigmented look, but it's just like a touch more because you're not adding the full eye look. You're just finishing off, adding what maybe some powder got on in the way or something, and then we're good. Now with the same brush, I want to go with the lighter shade for the lower lash line. I'm just gonna blend it out. And then actually, let me get rid of this powder that I have here. And we can always go back with our eyebrows because now we have like a full glam. I got a little more to the eyebrows, make them a little bit darker. And let's do like a brown eyeliner. I don't have MAC brown eyeliner. Do I? Wait, let me think. No, I don't. It's a little pizzazz. Okay, my dears, let's finish off setting the skin. Woo! The skin's wet. Look, let's add blush. Why couldn't I say blush? Where's my bronzer brush? A little bit of bronzer just to finish off the skin. The powder puffs that we use the foundation powder just a little bit. And let's look at the skin. It looks good. The time has come to, oh, I am so excited. MAC Stack Mascara is literally one of my favorite ones, and they now have elevated that. So let's see how elevated we are. And the thing about MAC Stack Mascara is that you can stack it so many times. If you have flying lashes like mine, it works. It doesn't make it super heavy. First, we're gonna use the primer because this is gonna help prime our lashes. Like I've told you guys time and time again, I have very fine lashes. And this primer, just like the Stack Mascara, it's so good because it's not heavy. Yeah. I need to hurry up before this dries. The Elevate. Look at the wand. It's different. See that curve? Ooh. Okay. Before the primer dries. Oh, wow. Okay, lashes. Use my separator really quick. I love this wand. Let me put some of the primer in the lower lashes. And then what remains from the mascara, we're gonna add it here. Like, you see how well this fits the eye area? Ooh, add a little more, a little more. What do you think? This looks really good. It's definitely an elevated version of the original MAC Stack. I love this wand. It dries really pretty fast, which is good. Dang. Okay, MAC. Let me add mascara to this eye. From this, let's see what we will use. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of looking at this one. Spritz or maybe Instinct. These are the new MAC lip glosses. Let's see. This is, ooh, they feel nice. Spritz. And this is Instinct. Spritz and Instinct is that one. They smell like the MAC lip glosses. You know how they have a scent? Oh yeah. Okay. This is the lip liner I want to use. Let's use Spice. Let's sharpen her up really quick. Okay. Spice, yeah. MAC has so many lipsticks. I've lip swatched all of their lipsticks, especially the recent ones. So if you want to see a lip swatch, it's up on the channel. I have here Marrakesh. I'm going with the theme of the gold. Warm. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna add like a little bit of Marrakesh. Go back with Spice. Oh, this is nice. This combo. I think we need to go in with this one, huh? Instinct with Instinct. If you want a full lip swatch of these lip glosses, since I have them all, let me know. Okay, what do you guys think? Look at this makeup. Who would have thought MAC? We have this nice, beautiful glow. I love the layering. I love that with MAC makeup, you can layer. There's so many different products now that you can have this nice glowy look. You can have that full coverage matte look. Honestly, I love both. I feel like today we have a little bit of both. We have the glowy, but we did powder up a lot. Talking about the powders, they're definitely different. I just feel like this one has more oomph to it. It's just, it gives you more. I feel like it's a little more blurring on this side than this side. I feel like here you see a little more of my pores and texture. We now have this. This, I believe, is discontinued. Have you tried these powders out? Have you seen a difference? Did you notice a difference? Do you think they're the same? Let me know. But yeah, they're definitely different. They feel different. They look different. I feel like even in the swatches, they did feel different. This one has a little more texture to it. I don't want to say it's thicker, but it feels a little more like there's something there versus this one's more of a lightweight powder. This is not as matte as this one either. This is like an in-between soft matte and a full coverage matte. It kind of hits the full coverage, but it still has that softness. This is more of a soft matte, like a general soft matte powder. The color looks good. I think they both look good. I prefer the new shade a little bit better. I think it does go better with my undertone. The blushes, I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. Where did they go? These are really nice. I love that they are very pigmented, but they sheer out as you blend it. And when you build it, you'll get more coverage. So that's very, very nice. The mascara is amazing. I think MAC Stack mascara is good, let alone this elevated version, which has this nice freaking wand that really hugs your lashes. Eyeshadow palette was great. Eyebrows were great. I love the pencil. The eyebrow gel, it's not my favorite because it just reminds me of the old school gel, lightweight gel. I feel like with my eyebrows, I need a little more umph. It's not a bad product. You will definitely get more of a natural eyebrow with this eyebrow gel versus something that I'm kind of used to with my Got To Be glue. Not a bad product, but you'll just get more of a natural look. You know, my eyebrows are just very specific. Everything else is good because nothing else is new. Yeah, no, the powder and the mascara, the blushes, the lip. MAC does lip products extremely well. I love the lip gloss. It's not heavy and it gives you like a slight shine. It's not like a super high shine, but it's very comfortable. It's not thick or sticky. So yeah, this is it, fam. We of course are gonna do a wear test. Let's meet up at the window so you can see how things look in daylight. It's very gloomy today, but you know. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting a highlight. It was right here this whole time. This is, oh my god, there's no name to this. This is a highlight that will make your skin look freaking wet. Look, we're just gonna, not that I need it because we're already glowy. Just a little bit. Ooh! Oh yeah. Ah, I love it. Okay, let's go to the window. Hey, in front of the window, look. Ooh, I forgot to talk about the eyeshadow palette. I really like it. It looks so good. Very easy to use, very blendable, very pigmented. Skin. Damn. This, let's see how it wears. This is the side of the original powder. This is the side of the new powder. Do you see a difference in daylight? Let me know. Familia, this is about 9 hours in. The skin looks flawless. Everything is so well put together. Considering we started off, with a glowy face. I have oily skin and I didn't touch up all day. Skin looks spectacular. Nothing's fading, nothing's peeling, nothing is separating. I definitely like the original powder more, but I think with this wear test, both sides lasted very, very well. What are your thoughts? I definitely don't look gastada either, so we love that. Okay, bye. Love you. Don't forget to subscribe.